welcome. My name is Myles Within, otherwise just Myles. I'll be guiding you through a little nice warm-up that we can use or any time of the day basically, but I usually do this warm-up before one of my classes, or it's a sequence that I've put together. So when you're ready, let's just meet on our hands and knees on your mat and in a child's pose. So it'll be our starting position, just placing your knees as wide as your mat, big toes to touch, lengthening my hands towards the top of my mat and then allowing my forehead to rest on the mat beneath me. Just taking a few moments to connect with breath, noticing the rise and fall of my torso, my chest with each breath, with each inhale and each exhale. And then from here, shift your weight forward, come onto your hands and knees into a tabletop position. So fingertips nice and wide, hands stacked underneath your shoulders. Knees are hip width apart, stacked underneath your hips. And then usually I like to just start by inviting a little bit of movement. Just making it creative, moving your body in any sort of direction. Right now I'm placing awareness or focus on my wrists or my hands. But I want to essentially just get my body nice and warmed up, nice and loose before moving into the main class. So this is the kind of a sequence that I'll do right at the beginning. So I'm just moving the spine in all sorts of directions. I'm just going side to side or up and down with a combination of side to side, or basically just going in circles. The main focus is just to move my spine, get it warmed up, get it moving in all directions. What's nice as well is a bit of a wrist release, so directing your fingertips towards your knees. You can start with one hand as I'm doing now, and then from that shape, you're just shifting or sitting your weight back towards your heels. So guiding your tailbone back towards your heels, fingertips nice and wide, and just holding here for a few rounds of breath. This can get a very intense stretch, so it's best to take your time with it in terms of how deep you're going. There's no need to push it. And then when you're ready, slowly start to shift your weight forward, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Right fingertips towards your knees, thumbs facing outwards. And again, sitting my weight back, directing my tailbone towards my heels, and just holding for that deep, deep stretch. It's an intense stretch. I literally feel it from my wrist all the way up until this point here, which is basically in front of my elbow. So it's a long distance, a deep stretch for this forearm. This area often doesn't get stretched that much, so this is really nice. Okay, let's come back to a neutral spine, neutral tabletop. Toes tucked or untucked is up to you. So I have, currently my toes here are untucked, then those are tucked. I just prefer tucked. I feel like it's just more comfortable for me and my preference. A few rounds of cat and cow together. So on your inhale, dropping your belly, directing your gaze upwards towards the sky. And then as you exhale, it's our cat. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, and press the floor away. Let's do a few more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Nice, exhale. Just keep going at your own pace if you're following along. Or if you want to, you can add just a bit of creative movement, again, in combination with your cats and cows. Awesome. And then let's come back to a neutral spine, neutral tabletop. From here, I'm starting with my right side, so I'm floating my right knee off the mat, and then I'm just going to start by adding some circular rotations into my hip joint. So you can do a bent leg as I'm doing, or you can do a straight leg and see what that feels like. You can do big circles, small circles. The main focus is just opening up the hip. So in all of my classes, I like to focus on three main areas: hips, spine, and shoulders, essentially. Let's go in the opposite direction, because I find that those areas carry a lot of tension just from daily living. Great, and then extend your right leg back behind you in line with your shoulders and hips. Hold it here. This is where I like to have my toes tucked. So my planted foot, my left foot is tucked. Then I'm reaching my left hand forward towards the front of my mat, lengthening. So this is called a cross pattern in Pilates. But this movement here from knee to elbow is called a bird dog. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, crunching. Knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, crunch. Nice. So let's just do a few more. And while you're moving, really place your awareness to each body part that is moving. So I'm noticing my right hamstring when my leg is extended, my tricep, noticing my core when I'm drawing it in. And the next time you reach out, hold it here. Keep this overall shape. As you exhale, to reach back to tap your ankle. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lengthen. Keep going at your own pace. Again, I'm placing my awareness, my focus, my attention to my right hamstring as well as my right glute. The next time you reach back, hold for a bind. And then press your foot away from you, finding a little bit of a back bend. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly release it without trying to kick it or kick back. Left hand down to the mat, and then step your right foot on the outside of your right hand to the top. So this is a wider stance. From here, it's a wide-legged half splits. Guide your hips back, straighten your front leg a little bit more, flex into your foot, walk your fingertips forward, and think about lengthening through the crown of your head forward and then downwards. So it's a really intense stretch for the back line of your right leg, working into the groin, into the hip area. And then as you inhale, begin to shift your weight forward, bending into your right side. I untucked my back foot, my left foot, and I'm pressing my right hand on the inside of my right knee. Try to peel the sole of your front foot off the mat so you can really open up, getting a deep stretch into your groin and into your hip. If you want to take it into an even deeper expression, there's an option for a bind. So with your right hand, reaching back, and then I'm drawing my left heel towards my glute, catching on for a bind that way. This is an insane stretch for the left quad, so your back quad. I haven't done this stretch in a while, so I'm really feeling it. Holding for 3, 2, carefully release it, hands down, tuck your back foot, lift your back knee, and then 3-legged down dog is your inhale, right leg to the sky. Nice. And then plant your right foot down, downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal out your legs. You can nod your head yes, or maybe even shake your head no a few times. Awesome. And then meeting in a floating tabletop. Same tabletop shape, just hovering your knees off the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So let's do that whole thing on the other side. So starting again, left side, left leg floating, and adding circular rotations. Again, option for bent leg, straight leg, big circles, or small. Just working into the hip. And then go in the opposite direction. Nice, extend your left leg back, hold it. Again, tuck your back foot, your right foot, and then reach your right hand forward, finding that cross pattern shape. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, crunching again for our bird dog. Inhale, reach, exhale, crunch. Keep going. At your own pace. Again, maintaining your connection to your breath and your awareness to your body moving in space. Hold the next time you lengthen, and again, reach back to tap your ankle. Inhale to lengthen forward, and exhale, tap. Nice. Exhale. It really fires up the left hamstring, or whichever side you're working on. The next time you reach back, hold for a bind. Grab hold, press your foot away from you. 5, 4, 3, 2. Again, try to let go without kicking. Release it, right hand down. Step your left foot on the outside of your left hand. Guide your hips back, straighten your front leg. Flex into your left foot. And walk your fingertips forward. Lengthen through the crown of your head forward, and then downwards for a wide-legged half splits. Flex into your left foot, keep drawing your toes to your shin. Deep stretch into the inner left thigh. Nice, and then shift forward into a lizard lunge. Press your left hand on the inside of your left knee. Again, peeling, you can get a better angle, but see I'm peeling the sole of my left foot off the mat. So I can go open and then a little bit further forward and downwards, a little bit deeper. Option again, just to balance out both sides, reaching back, drawing the heel towards my glute, and catching on for an additional stretch, a deep stretch into the right quad. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, release slowly, hands down, tuck your back foot, lift your back knee, 3-legged down dog as you inhale, left leg to the sky. Awesome, and then plant your left foot down, downward facing dog, pedal out your legs, hands shoulder width apart. Draw your chest towards your thighs, think about lengthening your tailbone up and back. All right, and then nice and slowly, 5 seconds to lower into a child's pose. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wide-legged child's pose. Untuck your toes, extend your arms forward, and allow your head to rest on the mat.